Anderson, South Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds. Here is Wild Billy Buck. Gentlemen, introducing his opponent this evening. He is accompanied to the ring by Corey Hollis, weighing in at 273 pounds, from the heart of darkness. Here is Mikal Judas.
Judas stepping into the ring here. Corey Hollis at ringside. Buckshot! Billy Buck hits him on the apron. Billy Buck going up to the ropes. Judas is done. Crossbody there. And Buck is pounding away. Hollis is getting involved, and Hollis takes a shot. Billy Buck taking it to Mikal Judas. Judas still has his robe on. Buck is punching away. Oh, man, head first onto the barricade here. They're near Rick Richards. Buck and Judas now punching at ringside. This matchup hasn't even begun yet. This is insane so far. Rodney better get out of the way here. Here comes Hollis again, and Hollis takes another shot right to the face from Billy Buck. Billy Buck is tired of how they've been treating him here recently. This goes back months here in Southern Fried. Billy Buck came out during the Corey Hollis, Jacob Ashworth cage match. Tried to help out Ashworth. Got himself involved here. Hollis instructing Judas here. And Judas has picked up Billy Buck. Oh, my God. He's going to throw Billy Buck into the ring post there, and Buck slams Judas shoulder first into the ring post. He's able to wiggle out of that. And Buck is getting Judas in the ring. We may finally hear a bell here. Buckshot! Hollis is out. Billy Buck now settles in. And Judas a big clothesline on the apron. And Billy Buck landed spine first right there on the hardest part of the ring. Radar Martin hasn't asked for the bell yet, I don't believe. Judas is pointing at Radar Martin there, and he heads out to the floor. Oh, jeez. Vicious kicks. Corey Hollis hasn't stirred yet. He is completely knocked out. Judas has got Buck there, spine first, those kidneys right across the corner of the ring. Judas now taking his sweet time. He's got Buck prone. Oh, man. Shoulder first, neck first, right across the barricade. Look at Judas. Judas is just an enormous man. What is he doing? Our speakers are there. He's turning one of our speakers. What is he going to do to Billy Buck? Oh, my God. A choke slam right on the speaker. Absolutely disgusted right now. And Judas climbing up. Half boos, half cheers for Michael Judas. Like I said, Corey Hollis hasn't moved. I have not seen him peek up over the canvas. And he sends Billy Buck into the ring. Again, this matchup hasn't even begun. Radar Martin might as well go have a sandwich at this point. Judas has got Billy Buck prone. And those massive 275 pounds forearms right across the chest of Billy Buck. Judas slides into the ring now. And Billy Buck is there. Both men finally in the ring together at the same time, and Radar calls for the bell. At this point, I don't think it matters. Judas. Billy Buck has got some internal damage, I'm certain of it. But you're not going to see him give up. A kick right to the ribs there, and Corey Hollis is finally back up at ringside here, but he is holding his jaw. Judas with a foot on the ribs, stretching and extending that arm out, pulling at Billy Buck's appendage as he tries to separate that left shoulder of Billy Buck. Judas with a kick there. He still has wrist control over Billy Buck. Judas is just pounding away at the chest, the front part of the shoulder of Billy Buck right now as he settles in. On the attack is this matchup. Martin asking him to stop that hold. Judas arrogant, stepping on the head of Billy Buck here, raising his fist. Billy Buck definitely has some internal injuries right now. That slam. That slam into the stereo speaker at ringside. That thing's 60 or 70 pounds solid wood. And Billy Buck went spine first into it, and Judas continues the pounding on Billy Buck here, and Billy Buck is not giving up. Judas mocking the clap. The fans were chanting, "Let's go Billy Buck," to try and get him there. Look at Billy Buck trying to pull his way up. He's grabbed onto the second rope now, and he's back up vertical, and Judas has him in control, and Buck off there. Buck with a shot. He's had enough. He can't even move his left arm. He is going to fight with all he has right now. And Judas drops to a knee as Buck goes for a shot and hits him right in the middle of the stomach. Judas once again standing on Billy Buck. Corey Hollis at ringside right there just jawing at Billy Buck. And he's enjoying life right now. Judas has both arms. That chest over the bottom rope. Radar Martin is counting to 5. And Judas with a boot right to the chest. We got to wonder how much Billy Buck is going to be able to take here at this point. Ton of punishment so far. Judas down mocking him again, and Billy Buck is shaking with either anger or pain. And that shoulder once again right at the shoulder blade has the target for Michael Judas. Martin's keeping an eye on Corey Hollis there at ringside as Hollis is talking to Buck. I just don't want to watch this, honestly. For what happened the last time Corey Hollis was in a Southern Fried ring, he took on Jacob Ashworth, and Ashworth's injuries Buck there. Oh, jeez. Judas is just wrenching at him there. Listen to this crowd. They're rallying behind Billy Buck, and Buck, another shot right to the midsection to Judas, and Buck with another punch. Huge shot from Billy Buck. Oh, man, Judas. Jesus, he might be out. Look at him draped across the bottom rope right now. Bottom rope, only thing keeping him from hitting the floor at this point. Yeah, Hollis just taunting Billy Buck now. Judas to the boot to the face of Billy Buck. Radar Martin really has to consider stopping this match at this point. This is starting to get disgusting. What's happening to Billy Buck here? Corey Hollis up on the ring apron now, knee first. And Judas with a shot right to the jaw. Judas is in, and a boot to the shoulder, and just stomping away. Stomping the life out of Billy Buck right now. Martin is really got to consider, we might just have to stop this match up here. Billy Buck absolutely cannot defend himself right now. It's hard enough taking on Michael Judas by himself, but when you got Corey Hollis at ringside hollering at you and jawing at you here. Radar Martin asking Billy Buck, and oh, wow. Oh, Martin went over and asked Billy Buck if he was going to quit, and Buck said no, and gave a high sign, the old Stone Cold salute, if you will, to Michael Judas. Judas has his chest sprayed right open there. Oh, my God, what velocity. Head of steam from Judas again. 275-pound boot to the face of Billy Buck. Michael Judas picking up the arm of Billy Buck. 2 drops down, Radar Martin there. Martin checking on Billy Buck. He's got to call this match. I can't imagine him letting this go on. Billy Buck's arms are up now. Judas has got him splayed to the center of the ring. I don't know what Michael Judas is trying to prove here. He could pin him very easily. He's trying to wake Billy Buck up, slapping him in the face right now. Ugh. Billy Buck must be some sort of conscious in the ring right now. Radar Martin keeps checking on him, and he's refusing to quit. Judas, those closed fists right to the top of the head. Corey Hollis there, hand on the second rope. Judas is just wearing out his own hand right now at this point. Hollis is up on the apron now. Radar Martin calling to the back. Billy Buck's grabbing Radar Martin's leg. Martin calling for some help out of the back. Billy Buck's grabbing Radar Martin, grabbing Radar's leg. Buck says no. Billy Buck shaking his head no. Radar Martin was calling for help from the back. Security doesn't understand it. These guys sign a contract when they start this matchup here, and Buck says he's not giving up. Listen to this crowd. Buckshot! I don't know he had it in him. 6'7". Look at this flexibility, and another one right to the jaw. Judas is stunned. Hollis is stunned, and a third one. Judas is on the ropes. How is Billy Buck doing this? And a fourth one. Number 5. Could this be it? Can Buck cover him? Hollis is in the ring now. Buck has got him. Buck setting him up in a figure 4 maybe. And Buck's got a figure 4 locked in on Corey Hollis. Hollis hasn't hit Billy Buck, but there's no reason to throw the match out. Listen to the pain Corey Hollis is in. He's screaming, tapping, and Judas is up. Judas is shaking the cobwebs loose, and Buck has that figure 4 locked in on Hollis. Judas has got him by the throat. Billy Buck is up. Billy Buck's got him. Big spine buster for Buck. Buck goes over. Oh no. Judas kicked out at 2 3/4. Buck struggling to get to his feet now. Judas doesn't know where he's at. Hollis is outside the ring with a bum knee now after that figure 4. Buck is gearing up for half dozen. Here comes number 6, Buckshot. And Judas ducks and misses it. And Judas goozles him there. And Buck is down after a choke slam. Can Judas capitalize and make a cover? What an incredible back and forth match here right now. Judas is standing tall right now after a flurry from Billy Buck. Billy Buck came within half an inch of winning this match up here, and Judas kicked out at the last second. And now Buck is down in the middle of the ring with Judas stumbling over to try and make a pinfall. Judas has grabbed Buck around the throat once again. Billy Buck can barely stand on his own right now, honestly. He's just exhausted. Judas setting him up there, and another huge choke slam from Michael Judas. Judas signaling for his crucifix powerbomb. As Billy Buck is stirring here at ring, in the middle of the ring right now, Corey Hollis is up on the apron. That left leg, I'm sure, is in some serious pain after that extended figure 4. Judas has Billy Buck there, and he's got Billy Buck up. Are we going to see it? Billy Buck may be out right now. Jeez. What height on that Crucifix power bomb there. And Corey Hollis is up on the apron. He and Judas celebrating right now. Is Billy Buck going to go down to the 1-2-3 right now? Is Judas even going to come in for a pinfall attempt? Hollis is stopping him. Wonder what Hollis is telling him. Hollis is pointing towards the ringside area. Billy Buck's family at ringside. You can see the little girls in the green shirt to the far side. They're screaming at Michael Judas right now. Buck's family is here. What is Judas going to do here? He's got a double underhook. Oh, my God. Double underhook right into the turnbuckles. Kevin Blue's throwing in the towel. He's here. Kevin Blue threw in the towel here, and this matchup is stopped. Judas and Hollis looking at the towel like they don't know what the hell it is. Judas is grabbing Kevin Blue now. Hollis is throwing Martin out of the ring, and Martin's out to the floor, and Hollis, Jesus, what a kick right to the groin. Hollis grabbing Kevin Blue by the hair. These guys have been tag partners for a long time now as part of Team Tag. Judas is kicking Billy Buck out to the floor maybe. Buck now is cheek first on the side of the ring. And they're turning his head to see what, so he can see what they do to Kevin Blue. Is there anybody that's going to stop these two? Blue. Crucifix powerbomb there. Here comes some referees out of the back. Tristan and David Weekley are coming in. And Hollis and Judas are standing tall right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Blue is thrown in the towel for Billy Buck. Your winner of the match, Michael Judas.
Once again, a mix of cheers and boos here right now as Judas wins the matchup when Kevin Blue finally had seen enough and came in and threw in the towel for his partner. And Hollis and Judas are going to continue the attack on Kevin Blue. Hollis throwing Blue out of the ring now, and these two guys are standing tall. Radar Martin there at ringside, just now stirring after getting thrown out. These two guys back off their respective suspensions have laid waste to Team Tag here this evening at Crossroads, and they are headed home victorious in their matchup now. Judas leaning over the body of Kevin Blue as he throws the towel right onto Blue's chest. As Judas and Hollis head back to the locker room now, we got to get some attention, some medical help out here.